Hey, Hammerhead here. I just want to give a little intro to this video. This is on March 2nd, and I started my section hike, which began in um, Amicalola Falls and went on to Dix Creek 7 days later. Actually, I thought it would be 8. And this first day, I was hiking the approach trail, and then I was hiking on to Stover Creek. And in the beginning here, I just wanted to show Guthook's app, and Guthook shows you where you are, coming up, and it shows you where all the water is, and it shows you elevation. I'm showing you the map from the like a airborne map, but then there is an elevation map also. And then secondly, there's also wanted to show you AWOL's guide to the Appalachian Trail, and those are the pages of that. I'll write some stuff on there to show what I did, but you can look along those trails, and you can see in AWOL's, you can see the elevation along with the other landmarks and things you're going to be crossing, and all kinds of information. So I will tell you, you can see, I drove up to Top of Georgia Hostel, parked my car, stayed over Friday night, and then March 2nd in the morning, Vagabond, a wonderful lady, drove me back down to the start of the trail. It was the trail kickoff celebration at the base of the falls by the Appalachian Trail, where the arch is and where people sign in to through hike. It was raining down there, and I did not want to hang around. I did not take any video down there, did not weigh my pack. My pack weighs a little bit under 40 pounds on this day with, I have a scale at my truck, and that included water and food, and like 38 pounds. Now, Vagabond drove me down there. It took like a good hour. Cost me $120 for the ride down. It took 2 hours from Top of Georgia to Amicalola Falls. And anyway, we get there. There was a lot of people there, but it was raining. So anyway, I chucked it, taking videos, and headed up the approach trail. Now I want to tell you all, this is my third time on the approach trail. I've done it twice with the pack, and I've done it once just day hiking. And I just want to let y'all know, I will never, under any circumstances, hike the entire approach trail with the pack on again. Just a side note, I met many people who were on the trail, who left the trail, that the approach trail really discouraged them, that they were not in good enough shape to ever hike the trail. It is straight up. The stairs are obviously brutal, 600 and something steps, basically step-ups with an extra pack on. A lot of people come to the trail without a lot of fitness, and there were a lot of people in my first few days of the trail that were leaving the trail, and many people left actually at Springer. There were a lot of people that hiked the approach, that went to Springer Mountain Shelter and got a ride out the next day and never hiked on. So I do not recommend the approach trail unless you're in good fitness and have a lot of confidence in your ability. And I really wouldn't recommend it either way. Maybe even come early, hike the approach trail, get a ride at the Springer Mountain parking lot back to Civilization, and rest up an extra day, take a zero right away, and then start the next day at Springer, because the approach trail really discourages people. You can hear when I'm taking my break, I've already started shortening my day. I've already started, later on in video, when I'm taking my break, you'll hear me start to negotiate. Should I stop at Black Gap Shelter? Should I stop at Springer Shelter? Can I walk the extra miles from Springer down to Stover Creek? I was severely doubting myself, and I've done a lot of fitness preparation for this week of hiking, so I don't recommend it. Anyway, want to get back to the video, but these two things is both pictures of Guthooks, and then this is an 11.5 mile day for me, and then a picture of Stover, the AWOL's guide. I thought I'd narrate these a little bit. Great first day. The weather was perfect. and I wore too many layers. I know later on I knew to do better at that. I'll do a layering video to talk about that. But good stuff. Love you guys. And here's the rest of the video where I'm narrating. There's some other pictures that I'm going to narrate later on. But hey, this is a great day. Great day to hike. It's always a great day to hike. Love you guys. Bye. Hey. Hey, I'm at the top of the Amicalola Falls. I just walked up to the lodge behind me there to use the restroom, and I'm going to go back to the top of falls. And it's really breezy, so I hope you can hear me. But Hammerhead kicking off today. It's March 2nd. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, actually 9:15. Stepped off about 9 o'clock, went up the stairs, and it was drizzling a little bit down there, so I did not film until now. It seems to have cleared up, but it is breezy. Right now about 45. It's warming up to 55 today and sunny, and then tomorrow is going to rain most of the day, so we'll get some filming in. I'm going to be on the approach trail, but right now I'm going to go to the top of falls, and excited about getting this thing underway. Top of Georgia Hostel is where I parked, and where I was last night, and then this morning they drove me down here. Miss Vagabond, a 2013 thru hiker who served in the Navy as a wave, and has a daughter my age, 55 years old, and she hiked it just 5 years ago. So God bless her. She drove me down here, and we had great conversation. So they treated me right. I recommend the Top of Georgia Hostel, and certainly they're having the trail kickoff days, but I didn't have time to stay around down there. It was drizzling, so good times. So let's go look at the top of the falls, and then I'll get on the approach trail. Love you guys. Heading up to Springer. Bye. Hey, here's the top of the falls. You can hear the falls raging, and that's I think it's 605 steps. The car at the bottom down there is the bottom of the approach trail, and yeehaw, that was quite a climb. So I went up to the lodge, went to the restroom, and now I'm going to get on the approach trail and head north. And my goal today is the first camping area after Springer, which is Stover Creek Shelter, and I hope to be there before dark. It's 9:30 now. Bye. Hey, so I'm on the approach trail, and you're looking like the Georgia woods. It's out of the wind a little bit, so I thought I'd say I wanted to thank my beautiful wife, Bernadette, for encouraging me to start this trip and to start section hiking and stop thinking and wanting and start doing. And I really appreciate her supporting me. I have a wonderful wife. We have been married for 35 years, and I'm more excited about being married to her than I was 35 years ago. So it gets better every year, like a fine wine. And I want to thank all my kids for encouraging me. I have 4 beautiful children, and they're encouraging me to follow my dream, and I'm looking forward to it. So it is a beautiful day out today. The rain seems to have passed by. I've got clear skies, and it's going to be 55, and then tomorrow rain most of the day. But I got it's basically 2,000-foot climb from the base of the falls to Springer Mountain, and then I go downhill to Stover Creek, 2.8 miles, and find me some place to set up my tent and get ready for some food and sleep. So looking forward to eating some of this food and getting the weight off my back. I'm carrying a liter of water, and then I have a mixed like a 20-ounce Smart Water Sport bottle on the front on my aqua clip, and looking good. Everything's feeling good, so it's gonna be a great day. I'll check in with you guys when I take a break. All right, love you guys. Bye. Hey, Hammerhead here, taking a little pack off break. I'm about over halfway on the approach trail. I'm at mile 4.6 or 4.8, and it's 8.1 Springer. I got 3.5 miles to go to Springer, and it's a little after 12 o'clock, or right at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to evaluate where I am at Springer, and then decide if I can make it the 2.8 miles to Stover Creek shelter, or am I just going to sleep possibly at the parking lot where people park at Forest Road 42 or Springer Shelter, one of the two. So I will make that a game time call and see how my legs and my hips feel. It's been quite a climb, so my Florida bones are talking to me for sure. But just got a little snack, a little pack off time, and you can see my Z-Lite pad I carry, full size Z-Lite pad, so I can lay down against a rock or something and having a little break time. So I'm gonna hike this 2 miles to Black Gap. I think it's called Black Gap Shelter. It's before Springer. I'm gonna hike there and decide if I want to eat any more lunch or if I'm just gonna continue on to Springer. So all's well, and it's a great day to hike. It's beautiful out, 55, sunny, starting to get a little more cloudy, and it's supposed to start raining tomorrow. Hammerhead out. Hey, Hammerhead here. I'm in front of the Black Gap Shelter. It's about 1.2 miles before the top of Springer, and you can see Springer Mountain right over here if you look up, somewhere up in there. But it's what an AT shelter looks like. Usually there's an overhang. Sometimes there's a bigger overhang with tables outside. This table is outside. It's not undercover. I'm sitting on a picnic table, and they've got a bear box here and bear cables to hang your stuff on. It's a good example of a shelter. There's a privy down that way, and about I don't know, 500 yards down the hill over there, there's some water. So I'm going to get water up at Springer Shelter. So I'm going to walk the 1.2 miles to the top of Springer, take a picture of the first blaze, sign the book, and hike down to the Springer Shelter, fill up my water bottles, and see how I feel and decide if I'm going further. It's only 12:30. No, it's 1:30. So we'll see what time it is when I get there, and I'll decide where I'm going. I'd like to stay hiking till 4:30, and see if I can get to Stover Creek, which is my goal, and if my legs hold out and everything. So all's well. Love you guys. Hammerhead out. I'll check in with you guys at the top of Springer, and going great. Beautiful day. Bye. Hey, it's Hammerhead here. I'm hiking with Bama Dog. We just got done with Springer. We're down about a mile and a half from Springer, and we stopped by this creek to listen to the water roll. This is Bama Dog over here. Say hi, Bama Dog. Hello. You through hiked last year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in 2018.
Right.
Yeah, that's a retirement present to yourself.
Yes, it was.
It was awesome, man. Awesome. And he's hiking now the Benton McKay from here. Benton McKay Trail, and you're hooking up with the Penhody Trail. By the way, that's not Peyote Trail, okay? That's Penhody, and it ends in Bama, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And you think that'd take 25 days or so?
That's my goal, is 427 miles.
Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. He can't get enough of the woods, so he had 6 months of it last year, and he's getting another month of it this year. Good for you. So we're just enjoying this day. It's good times. We'll check back on you when we get to Stover. Bye.